What's up, everybody? Hey, I hope you had a great week last week, had a great 4th of July. Hey, listen, even if you didn't have a great week last week, it's all right. It's wiped away. There's nothing we can do about it. The past is gone. We can start fresh today. Brand new week, brand new Monday. And you know what comes with a brand new Monday? The Monday morning Jumpstart. So I welcome you back. Happy Monday. Today I really want to encourage you to think about this as we celebrated with fireworks and everything over the weekend. The freedom didn't come free. Here in America, we have a lot of freedom that other countries just don't have, and we can celebrate that and we can be thankful for that. But the truth is that freedom did not come free. It's paid for by men and women in our military who are fighting for us overseas. They're fighting to keep us free and living in a free country. But the same is also true for everyone, that Jesus paid a price for us that we could have a freedom that can only be found in Him. Right before He went to the cross, He was in the garden. He said, "Father, take this from me, but not my will, but your will be done." And he ended up, if you've seen The Passion of the Christ, he goes to the whipping post and they tie him up, and my words can't do it justice, and really the movie can't do it justice, probably what really happened that day. But he's tied, and they start beating him, Then they pull out what they call a flagellum, a flagrum, and it goes in, it's also known as the cat of nine tails. It'll hit in the side and rip it out, and you just see skin. And I can't help but think of how miserable, how painful that was. Yet he went through it, he endured it, because he was thinking about you, he was thinking about me, and he knew that if he didn't pay the price, then we couldn't live in freedom. We couldn't have an eternity in a real place called heaven if he didn't go through it. And what's great about this thought, that it was paid in full. If you look in John chapter 19, towards the end, Jesus is on the cross and he's almost done with what he came to do. And he says, "I'm thirsty." And they give him a little wine vinegar. They put it up to his lips, and he drank, and he said, "It is finished." If you look in the Greek, it translates to telestai, one of my favorite words in the Bible, to telestai. It is finished, paid in full. It was a money term, financial term back in the day, where if somebody owed somebody money, they would have a debt. And as soon as they paid the debt, it was stamped to telestai. It's paid in full. You don't owe anymore. It's done. Paid in full. It was also an art term used where if somebody painted a picture or they made a sculpture, they would look at it and evaluate it until it was finished. They would adjust it. When it was finished, they would say, "To telestai, it is finished." It's finished. It's complete. There's nothing else that can be added to it. It's done. And so when Jesus was on the cross, check this out. When he was on the cross and he said, "To telestai," what he meant was, it is finished. Your sins have been paid in full. You owe no more. I have paid it in full. That's why in the Word it says, if the Son sets you free, you'll be free indeed. Because there's freedom found in what Jesus did for us on the cross. And so I want you to just celebrate that this week. Think about that this week. When you're having a tough week, think about, man, I'm thankful that I am free. Although it cost Jesus his life, I'm free, and I can celebrate that. That's why I want to live for him, because he gave everything to me. So I want to encourage you to live your life in such a way that you make a difference, because you matter. Today matters. And freedom was not free. It was paid for in full for you, and it was paid in full for me. And that is something to truly celebrate. So have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Boom! Oh, and one more thing, I just wanted to add this. When this weekend we were out on Friday, we took a boat late at night. The sun was starting to set, and we took a ride on the boat to this little area where a lot of boats go every year, because there's a huge fireworks show. And there were boats just all gathered around, just side by side, little lights everywhere. And then the fireworks started going off, and it was just a celebration. People were yelling, "Yeah, yeah, woo!" It was awesome, and we were just celebrating freedom. And today we'll be in churches around the country, and people will just be worshiping and celebrating the freedom that is found in Jesus. And to me, that's just so awesome. But I want to encourage you that let your Sundays be a day when you just come together with a group of people to celebrate your freedom. While you, every single day, you wake up and you get in the Word and you pray and spend time with the Lord, and you listen to some music that will encourage you and uplift you to live your life for Him. And then on Sunday, you just come together and let that be a culmination, that be an overflow of your weekly worship. and that just be the time when you come together. So many people just make that their only day of worship on Sundays, and that's not really the way I don't think it was intended. It was intended for us to come together as a group and celebrate what God's been doing in our life throughout the week, individually. So go celebrate. Love you guys. See you.